So back on August 8th when we got that Smash Brothers Direct, I believe it was my good friend Evelop who said, "This game is worth the music alone." That was a terrible Evan impression. Whatever. Which I mean, I agree with that, but I want to go a bit further in depth on just how awesome this soundtrack is, and why we shouldn't be allowed to ask Sakurai for anything. And then instead go ask Square Enix for more Final Fantasy songs, and Geno. Let's go! So I just want to start by saying this. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has an amazing soundtrack. No, seriously. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has an amazing soundtrack. With 800 songs, not counting menu themes and fanfare, we have a crazy amount of music. I don't think you guys realize just how much this means to me. I'm something of a video game music connoisseur, and I blame the English language for making me have to look up how to spell that word. But I'm serious. My phone is just filled to the brim with different video game songs. It honestly makes the shuffle button a roller coaster. 1 minute you're listening to a deeply emotional song, and all of a sudden you're listening to the Tetris theme. Which is why I'm so happy that it seems this time around, they really are showing off the music more than ever. They've been adding new tracks to the website weekly. Some of my favorites are Gangplank Galleon, the Castlevania remix of Bloody Tears and Monster Dance, and the Mega Man 4 medley, which is amazing, and is done by Crush 40, as well as that Mega Man X remix we got in the August Direct when Zero showed up. You'll get your chance another day, buddy. Even Crom did. They didn't need to essentially sell us an entire collection of video game music, along with basically turning your Switch into an MP3 player, but they did it anyway. I'm gonna be honest, when Smash comes out, I'm probably going to be listening to the game, even when I'm not playing it or working on videos. Or, I'll be listening to it when I am working on videos. Imagine if all these collections of game music were sold as separate albums. It would likely exceed the price of the game, which really puts into perspective just how much music is here, and how amazing of a deal the price of this game is. When the soundtrack alone could easily be sold for more than the game as a whole itself, you know you have an amazing deal on your hands. Although all I really need is the Xenoblade songs, I am a little worried about some series representations, however. Like I mentioned before, Final Fantasy only has 2 songs from Final Fantasy VII. Even if they didn't include music from other Final Fantasy games, which I think they should. They don't even have One Winged Angel, which is a huge Final Fantasy VII song, along with Genova. But we should have no problem getting some Final Fantasy VI or 4 love in there, seeing as how they have been on previous Nintendo consoles. I am glad it's being made up for by Castlevania though. That series has amazing music, and it has a ridiculous amount of music for a series being new for this game. One thing I am personally extremely excited for is to be able to play songs based on series now, because that means it won't matter what stage I'm playing on, I'll be able to listen to whatever Zelda song I want. But this game also, to my knowledge, is the first in the series to include a mobile game in Smash. Fire Emblem Heroes has a surprisingly good remix of the main menu theme in that game. It just makes me so happy that this game is also celebrating music in all these amazing franchises. All we need now is the other 2 Xenoblade games, as well as some more Paper Mario music. But honestly, I'm already happy with what we've seen. If the game shipped tomorrow, I'd be happy, music or otherwise, which is pretty awesome considering most people I see tend to agree. But Sakurai is spoiling us rotten, and this man deserves a freaking vacation. Which reminds me, I still need to make that phone call. Hello, you should add more Final Fantasy music to your game, please.
Sir, I asked you to stop calling. How hard is that?
Honestly, it just kind of amazes me that this game is portable. This really is the ultimate Super Smash Bros. Game. And I can't wait to play this game way too much for my own good. And you could do it with me if you support me for just $1 on Patreon. Man, I nailed that segue. At patreon.com/TrainerShyGuy, you can support my dream of being a content creator full-time for as little as $1 a month. I'd really appreciate it, but if you can't support me, don't worry about it. Just watching the videos means the world. See ya!